Hey YouTube, I haven't made a video in a while and I just kind of wanted to make a video, so I'm kind of doing a comparison. I know there's so many of these videos out, but I'm bored, I'm at home, I've got nothing else to do, and I've got no other ideas. I will be putting out a review of Star Fox. I know it's a bit late, but I will be doing it, so if you are one of my viewers, which not many, but I don't know, I guess you could look forward to that. But this video I'm just going to be doing a little review. Now I have two DS Lites, if you've seen my other videos, and I found the box for my Legend of Zelda Gold Special Edition one, which I'm very happy about. But I'm just going to show you what is the coolness of whichever one. Clearly this one's cooler, if you want to be like me and say cool. But so here we go. I've got them both here. Back them up a little, and as you can see, they're pretty much the same size. You've probably seen other videos. They're practically exactly the same size. The only thing that's different about this one is that the top is a little bit bigger because they made this thing so then all the way around it's easier to, you can find like any spot on it and you're able to lift it up. As of this one, it was kind of, it curves right with it, so if you try and lift it up, you will. It's still easy. There wasn't really that big of a difference, but still. The shoulder buttons are still in the same spot, but these ones are more popping out. They didn't make it like this one, where this is the Lite, by the way, if you didn't know that, where they kind of fused it with it. Not fused, but it kind of just, it goes with the flow kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. But I do prefer these ones better, just because I can feel them, where this one just feels like you're pushing something down on the actual thing. On the front, as you know, this one has the GBA game slot. I only for some reason realized this not too long ago, and that's that you can only play Guitar Hero on a DS or a DS Lite. DSi or 3DS, you're screwed, because you need the this thing, which plugs into the GBA game slot. So if you want to play a Guitar Hero game on your DS, you gotta plug it into the GBA game slot. So let me put this back in. Also on the bottom, as you know, there's the headphone thing. I can't remember what it's called. The volume is on the bottom, which on this one it's on the side here, so up and down kind of thing. And on the bottom of this one, all there is there's the headphone slot, and then there's the light that says it's on, and a light that says it's charging. Pretty simple, pretty basic. On this side of this one, there's absolutely nothing. On this side, there's the stylus and a power slider thing, which I found kind of weird that you slide it to turn it on. But I guess like with all these ones and everything, you always have to slide it like to turn it on. It's like a slide thing, so I guess they were kind of keeping it like that. I don't know. Then on this side of the 3DS, there's the, well, you can see the 3D depth slider, which you can't really do much when it's closed. There's the wireless, which basically you can turn on and off the wireless if you don't want to. Wireless actually does take up battery, if you didn't know that. So if you turn it off, you will not waste as much battery. But it depends, because if you're playing like a online game or something like that, you kind of want to have that on. So if you don't, you're not going to get much. And also, I left this out on this side, the SD card slot. So I do appreciate that they put that in. That's very nice. That's the one thing that Apple's never done, eh? It's the SD card. Every other company has an SD card slot. Apple, you buy 8 gig, you have an 8 gig. That's pretty much it. On the top, I already talked about the shoulder buttons. There's the charger things. Charger. Ooh, I don't know what they're freaking called, but they seem to manage to make them different every time, so that's always fun. But on this one, there's the 2 things on either side of the charger, which is when you put it in the cradle, the charging cradle, it just clicks it in. Also, the stylus is on the back of this one, which kind of goes back to the first DS, and it also is a slider, so that's very cool. I do like it. I don't understand. People are always like, "Oh, it's so hard when you're playing the game. Like you have it open, you're playing it, and then you're like, oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay." And then I have to look to find. I don't know. I don't find it that hard. It's really not that hard to find where it is, but some people have trouble with that. As you can see, they've added 2 cameras since this one. They also put a camera on the DSi, but there's really no point in me buying the DSi. It was all the same stuff, just the DSi way was practically the only expansion, which I really didn't care for. And then we'll open them up now, I guess. So here we go. That's one. I don't know if you can see it. The screen is a little brighter. Okay, let me just go out. Okay. Actually, I'll turn it off because there's really no point of having it on. So here we go. That is them both turned off, but they're both open. As you can see, a big difference straight away is the analog stick, which is very smooth, very nice. That's the one thing. Like, that's just I find the analog stick is a much better thing than the 3D. The 3D is amazing, but I just love the analog stick because I remember on this thing, I had the Lego Indiana Jones games, and you try and play with them, and if you wanted to go on like a diagonal, like go diagonally, you have to push down both of them at the same time. So they really, like, of course the buttons were more smooth. These ones it's really clicky, but this one I guess you could have swerved like that, but it just wasn't comfortable. But now they've added the analog stick, and it's just amazing. And I do have a Lego game, and it's so much fun on the 3DS. So they've definitely managed to improve on that, I gotta say. They kept everything original. Like, they've just put the D-pad down here on this thing, so that's the only thing. It's still there. It's kind of uncomfortable to use, but you don't really use it that much. They still have the Y, X, V, A buttons here. They have the start select on the bottom here, and then they have start select at the bottom of the touchscreen here, and they've added a home button right there. So basically you're in the middle of the game, like pretend you're playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and you're in a dungeon, you have no idea where you are, you're stuck, press home button, you can go on the internet, search up a walkthrough, figure out what's going on, and go straight back to where you were without even having to, well, you do leave the game, but you don't actually leave the game because it pauses it. So it's a great little thing. They've also put the power button in the inside. On the DSi, it's on this side. Everything might be opposite because I'm using my laptop, so it actually, in real life, it might be there, because when I show my games, the titles are backwards. It's kind of like looking in a mirror, so sorry for that. Then they've also has a camera on the inside of this one. This one, no camera. No cameras at all. On the DSi, it's in the middle here, which is alright. The one thing if somebody wants to comment, please do, because I have no idea where the mic is on this thing. Like on this one, it's right in the middle. On the DSi, it's right in the middle. And I was playing like Super Mario with my friends, and I was using this 3DS. And there's one little like fun game, and you have to blow in the mic to make Yoshi with the balloons go up. And I was just blowing straight at the thing. It was kind of working. It didn't really work that well, but still. So that's them both opened. That's the back, and as you can see, they both have their little. This one has the Nintendo 3DS. It's probably backwards for you, so it's actually Nintendo 3DS. And then this one has the Nintendo DS Lite. All very nice system, great system, but they've made it so much better with this one. I know I'm saying a lot. And here's the box for that. It's the Cosmo Black, I think it's called. You don't really care, do you? No, yeah, it's Crimson Black, sorry. So yeah, that's very nice systems, I gotta say. And one little thing I just want to add at the end of this video is I got I don't know if I showed you the other thing I got from Club Nintendo, was the big AR card, but I did get this from Club Nintendo. And it's actually very, very good. Instead of having all my games in my boxes, having to open them to get a game out, I just have this, and it has 9 game slots in here. So I just leave it beside my bed, so if I ever want to switch, it's very easy to pull them out. I just have to find it. So you just pull them out. They don't fall out that easy, like, you know, so they stay in there. And then there's all these styluses, which is just colorful. I never pulled them out, so, but it's a nice thing. 600 points, maybe not worth it, but whatever. And thanks for watching.